Hello everybody and welcome back. Just make sure. Sorry for the delay starting up. Had to grab some water. It's important to make sure stay hydrated here. All right. Today I will be continuing to work on my Chaos Knight here. Haven't had a lot of time off stream to work on it, so most of the progress that you see has been done on stream. And not a lot new. But I am working on a couple pieces right now. For example, the top carapace armor. I'm working on making the freehand that I did a little more exciting, with some like a fun pattern of highlights. I'm working on some of the flat armor panels on the knight, like on the side here, on the top of the head, on the on this other side I'm also going to do to give them some fun like hazard stripes, make those spots a little more exciting. I'm going to do a glow effect because there are like these little lights here. At least I think they're lights. Don't know if they actually are, but we're going to make them lights. Let's see, what else? I think that's what's on the docket for today. While I'm waiting for things to dry, I will be painting. I'll be painting armor trim. So getting all the armor trim gold, so that once I get all the armor trim painted, I'll be able to start attaching the armor to the actual model. Which is the goal. The goal for today is just to get things attached. Get things done to the point where I can attach them without causing problems for myself later on. So right now I'm just applying a little bit of masking putty here, so that's when I use my airbrush on some of these parts, I don't get things all messy. Excuse me. I got tired of struggling and relining up these little pieces of tape, so I've moved on to I think it's a better method for doing the stripe pattern, in which you just put down another piece of tape in between, make sure that everything is the same distance apart, they're lined up, they're all at the same angle. Don't know why I wasn't doing this before. It's kind of silly of me to just try and eyeball it and hope for the best, and then put the tape down like a million times. It's kind of a much easier way. And one of the reasons that I wasn't doing it is because I didn't want to waste a bunch of tape. But you kind of only just need one. Right, like you put the piece of tape down. You know, like it's like a guide tape. The guide tape down. Then you put the next stripe. You know, onto the next one. Guide tape down. Put the next stripe. Remove the guide tape. Put it down next to it. All right, that should be good for my. Hey, what's up, Evil? How's it going? Should be good for the hazard stripes there. I'm gonna come in here and let's see here. Line up these armor panels here. Bought new Blood Angels? Let's go! What else do you need in life besides Blood Angels, huh? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What models did you get? Sanguinary Priest, Firstborn Company Dreadnought. Nice. Have you seen Have you seen the Warhammer Plus TV show? Angels of Death, I think it's called. Where they're on a ship that got like lost in the warp storms and stuff. There's a dreadnought. They're fighting against like Gene Stealer cult. Probably not, I guess. Anyway, there's some really cool scenes with like Blood Angels dreadnoughts. I know they're not Death Company dreadnoughts or anything, but if you I know you're a big fan of Blood Angels. Death Guard Heretics. Yeah, I think it's a different one. Anyway, it's called, I believe it's called Angels of Death. If you get the opportunity to watch it, I highly recommend. It's essentially just like a squad of blood angels that go up against a gene stealer cult on a planet. Really cool. You get a lot of like really cool scenes with blood angels talking about their specific struggles with like the Black Rage. And that kind of stuff. Where do you got it that I like Blood Angels so much? Let me think. Intuition, I'll call it. Oh. I'm doing some pretty precise masking here. To get some nice fun highlights on the freehand that I did. Ooh. Doing our best to cut the tape without damaging the paint underneath. Okay. You're building your Heretic Titan? I am. Or painting, I guess, yeah. I haven't had a lot of time off stream for hobbying recently. Lot of stuff to do at work. Takes up a lot of my time. So, haven't been making a whole lot of progress on this thing. Which is a bit tragic, but it's coming. It's going. Hopefully, things will start to come together pretty quickly here, because I will be. Yeah, as soon as I get this airbrushing work done, I'm gonna start actually gluing these armor plates onto the model, and then it'll start to look like it'll start to look done, essentially. Which will be nice. You gotta finish it. You got this. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Big projects like this are always fun, but you get to, at some point in the middle of the project, you get to the point where you're like, oh man, this is a lot of work. But this is what is this like? Yeah, and after that, I can turn my back on heresy. Yo. Oh wow. I will probably paint Dark Angels after this, so we'll see. We'll see how far I get, but maybe next week I'll look to paint to put some work into my Dark Angels. If for nothing else, then to just get some variety in the stream. I'll be painting Deathwing Terminators, so lots of that nice, crisp, like white bone armor. Yeah. The worst to paint, I think, are Tyranids. Because you have to, yeah. It's a lot of, I don't really like a lot of Horde armies. For that reason. You paint you're painting like the same thing a lot. Dark Angels is fun. Because, like, you have your first company veterans, which are in that white bone armor. And then you have the dark green armor of like most of the company, and then like Raven Wing, which are like your bikers and land speeders and stuff. Those are black. So like there's a good amount of variety. Eldar are the same, where like the Eldari, you have all the Phoenix Warriors, where all the Phoenix Warriors have their own distinct color schemes. That are different from like your overall army color scheme. So I like that variety. I think that's nice. It makes painting the army more fun, at least for me. Yeah, Blood Angels, you have the Death Company, which are black. Black armor, which is great. You love to see that kind of variety. All right, let's get into some airbrushing here. I'm going to start with the top of this Carapace armor here. Gold for Death Company, red for normal ones. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot about the gold armor and stuff. The gold armor for like the Sanguinary Guard and the captains and stuff. Yeah. White for the priests. Yeah. There's a lot, actually. Now for this guy, it's got a little bit of, there's like little lights here in the armor. Messed up on that one. I just come in with a brush and like clean it up there. Phone's good. Hey, let's go. I am starting about thinking, words are hard. I am starting to think about playing again. I mean, one of the biggest barriers right now is that I don't actually have a completed army, which is a bit tragic. I have a lot of models, but not a lot in the way of like actual armies. Yeah. And then also, like, let me put it this way, I also have a lot of the kits, but in terms of built and painted, again, not a full army. So part of I'm trying to focus on getting, you know, armies together so I can start playing again. But you know, it's been taking a while, so it's a bit tragic. I should just stick to like one thing, you know, like Blood Angels or something, but you know, I didn't. I gave you a good idea, Blood Angels. Yep. Should have just gotten a bunch of Blood Angels. I don't know what I'm doing. Some nice glowing vents here. So Dark Angels would also be cool with a lion or something. Yeah. I do need to get my hands on the lion. I have Azrael. I think I painted him on stream. I also have Belial, who is he's like the head of the Terminators, essentially, for the Dark Angels. I think he's the master of the first company. But I do need to, I do need to get my hands on the lion because that is a incredibly cool model. Yeah, nice. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you got to start with some loyalist content before I threw you into heresy. I would have asked if you were a heretic. Yo. Wow. So one thing that's kind of nice about airbrushing is that paint takes a little bit to set. And so you can kind of just take like a toothpick and very lightly go over some areas that you want to clean up. And you just kind of, it just kind of picks up the paint here. You can get the toothpick wet a little bit, and it works a little bit better too. The reason you can kind of come in with a toothpick is because it does a bit more, like it, because it's, how do I say this? It has more structure than a paintbrush, but it's not as hard as like an X-Acto knife or a clay shaping tool. So you're likely to just kind of pick up, you know, the layer of paint that you want to get rid of without destroying the layers underneath. Which is helpful. What video games am I playing? Currently, let me think here. Currently I'm playing Warhammer 40k Darktide and Space Marine 2. Those are two big ones. Space Marine 2 just had a huge update. I haven't played the update yet, but I've been waiting for it to come out. Because it's pretty exciting. Let's see what else. I also play some competitive games, or some more competitive games like Valorant. Let's see what else. Play a good number of like single player RPGs too, so like the Fallout games, Skyrim, Witcher, that kind of thing. I play a lot of video games. Let's just put it that way. Played Space Marine 2 update. It was great. Nice. That's good to hear. I mean, it sounded like it was going to be good. I didn't expect it to be bad. So, but it's nice to hear that it's that they pushed out a good update. Speaking of The Witcher, they announced the new Witcher game that they're coming out with. It happened a little bit ago, but that was super exciting. You'll love to see it. Star Wars Empire at War Mods. CSGO and Val. Nice. Yeah, I'm on and off with like Valorant because it does take a lot of time and practice to be good at those kinds of games. But I recently started playing again, you know, like aim training and queuing up ranked again. To get absolutely clapped by children that are half my age. Yeah, I'm not so good. Yeah, it's a lot to be good at those kinds of games. I got pretty good at Valorant for a little bit. My highest rank was Ascendant, if you're familiar with the Valorant ranks. But I usually hover around like Plat or Diamond in that area. Because ain't nobody got time to play that game enough to get to like Immortal. I'm really young, so maybe the children of only 16, yeah. You get those, sometimes you get those, you get those kids where they're like, yeah, they're like 12 years old, and they're just like cracked out of their minds, and you're like, bro, how were you born good at Valorant? Like, I don't get it. $16, still pretty young. You got that, you got them nice quick reflexes. I'm at the old age of 25. These old bones don't work like they used to, you know? Let's see here. A lot of times they call me a boomer too, and I'm like, bro, I'm Gen Z. Like, I don't know what the like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm in the same generation as you. They're like, no, boomer. Go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Thanks. I will say some of the most fun I've had on Valorant is the Premier League. I don't know if you've played it, but It's where it's like 5v5 team Valorant. I got like five friends together and played on a team for a little bit. That was a lot of fun. It's a lot more structured. You get to pretend like you're a pro for a sec. Except you're more like great value versions of pros. Budget brand pro teams. People had a hard day, just let them have fun. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of people take Valorant very seriously. And at the end of the day, it do just be a video game. Like, sometimes you just need to chill a little bit, you know? Then they laugh and roast me? Yeah. A lot of times I just mute them, because like, bro, I could not be asked to get absolutely roasted by a 12-year-old. Like, I'm good, actually. I'll just move on with my day. In Space Marine 2, you're good for the first time. That's nice. It's nice when you find a game and you're like, wait a second, I'm actually good at this game. See here, I recently started setting up a like a pegboard. I don't know if you know what a pegboard is. It's essentially just like a metal board that you put out that you can hang on the wall with a bunch of holes in it, and then you can stick on like trays and stuff. Essentially, it's just like a storage unit for all my paints. So like my Monument Hobbies paints are all like hung up on a wall, organized by color. It's pretty nice, but it does mean that I have to like get up out of my chair to access my paints, which is like that's kind of an L, but they are nice and organized, so that's cool. I'm actually really good in strategic games. Like RTS games, like kind of like Warhammer Total War or like Civ, those kind of games. Or are you talking like chess? Let me tell you, I am not good at chess, so. I did have a friend that was really good at chess, and he had no interest in playing chess with me. Because he would just like absolutely obliterate me every time, and it wasn't fun for either of us. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry about the ads, bro. Yeah, when I hit affiliate, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like, this will be great. And then they were like, oh, except, by the way, you have to run ads. Like, you don't have a choice. And I'm like, wait, bro, what? Why? Like, I don't want to run ads. And they're like, too bad, actually. You don't have a choice. Like, bro. Yeah. I think I started looking into it because like I said, I don't want to run ads. And I think there was a way to run ads, like run 1 3-minute ad at like the beginning of my stream, and then I won't have any other ones pop up. So I might switch to that kind of thing, just so that I can, like, quote unquote get them out of the way, and then people can watch my stream like without getting ads. We'll see, though. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how it all works, but I'm looking into it because I'm also pissed about the ads. The heretic ads shall fall, exactly. I shall bring about the end of the heretic ads. For the Emperor. Airbrushing is far away my favorite way to do yellow. Just because, it's so much less hassle. A little caught up. Adron, the ad eaters will fall too, yo. That's so funny. What do you think about the 40K series that Henry Cavill is going to make? To be honest, I haven't heard a lot about it. Like, when they first announced it, I was like, hey, that's really cool. And they were like, yeah, it's going to be a Warhammer 40K series, blah, blah, blah. But then I haven't heard anything about it since. So I'm like, I don't even know, like, what it's going to be about. Like, who he's going to play. Like, I don't know. Is there more information about it on the interwebs? No. Yeah. I mean, I'm down. Like, I'm down. It sounds like it's gonna be good. Just from what I've heard. Like, Henry Cavill wants to make it good because he's a Warhammer fan. So, like, sounds exciting. But yeah, I haven't heard much about it, so I think it's too early to say right now. All right. That should be it, actually, for airbrushing today, I think. Should be huge. Get all this stuff out of my... clear my workspace a little bit. I love that he likes Warhammer 40k. Yeah. And his most loved legion are the Blood Angels. Yeah. That's fun. He's like, yeah. He's a big loyalist. That's cool. I just hope it might, my biggest hope is that it actually happens, like, because, sometimes, these projects start up and then they kind of just lose steam and just go away. So I really hope that this, like, actually follows through and gets made, because, it's a little scary with the, not hearing about it for so long. But it does take a while to, like, make that kind of thing, right? Like you don't make movies and TV shows and stuff overnight. A little bit of cleanup here. My trusty toothpick. Most handy tool in miniature painting. Nice. Those stripes look clean. You'll love to see it. All right. Well, I think I'm now at the point where I can attach, the top carapace. The complete first one will be about the Horus Heresy. Nice. Well, that's good to hear. Which is good because, like, because it kind of sets up the Warhammer 40K universe. I'm sure that's like a requirement, right? Because not everyone watching the, I hope so, and some YouTuber said it, yeah. Because, like, you can't expect everyone who's gonna watch the show to know all the lore. So having the first episode be like a setup episode where they just talk about, like, hey, here's the Horus Heresy. It was pretty bad. And the Chaos and the Imperium really hate each other, like a lot. Just gonna scrape off some of this paint a little bit, so that we can get some nice clean contact for the plastic glue. When we come to glue on this carapace armor here. A pretty important step that you gotta make sure not to forget to do when you're when you're doing sub-assembly, because otherwise your models can be pretty brittle. Not as sturdy as they should be. Is that it? Is this on? Looks on to me. Oh, kind of hard to get off, actually. Have you heard about Star Wars Legion? I have, and I actually have some Star Wars Legion models that I've painted up. I haven't played the game though. But that's mostly because I don't know anyone that plays Star Wars Legion. So it's a little hard for me to find or to get a game. I have to convince someone to play with me someday. But it looks cool. The game, I like alternating interactions in games. Like I think that's a fun, like mechanic. Part of the reason why I like Kill Team, right, is you get those alternating interactions between players. Makes the game more engaging. Alright, we did it. Holy. We got an armor plate attached. Call that a dub. At my town in Germany, there are a lot of players. Nice. You have 2 armies? I have 2 whole armies. Got it. Got it. Yeah, that's awesome. Which what armies do you have? I was collecting rebels for a little bit because I wanted the Mandalorians. So I have some. Here, I can grab them. Separatists and 212. Nice. Yeah, so I have like the House House Ursa, I think. Whatever Sabine Wren's family is, right? So I have Sabine here. With like the dark saber. These guys were a lot of fun to paint. They had just because of all the kind of like all the freehand on their armor and such. Yeah, I basically just have a bunch of Mandalorians. So like, and then some of the regular style with the blue and silver armor. So yeah, those are my Star Wars Legion models. Yeah, I had an army at one point, but then I kind of went and sold it because yeah, I didn't have anyone to play with. So and they were just kind of taking up space in my hobby area. Maybe I'll try and find some people to play with and pick up the game again. Nice. Started tabletop with Star Wars Legion because I was a huge Star Wars fan. Nice. And I saw 40K 1 year later and was a bigger fan of that. Yeah. Nice. That's a very interesting entry point to tabletop games. Have you ever, out of curiosity, have you played Shatterpoint? Because I also have a few Shatterpoint minis. Oops. but I haven't heard a lot of people actually talking about playing the game. Yeah, you have the starter box? Nice. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm losing paints. Alright. All's good in the world. I found the paints. All good. Yeah, I have a few of the models. I like those models better than the Legion models because it's a little bit bigger scale. They have some better detail on them. But I also haven't gotten any of the new Star Wars Legion models because I know that AMG has been putting out more Star Wars Legion models, and so I don't know if the new ones are better than the older models that I've painted. But I like the Shatterpoint models better just because they had some more detail on them. They were a little more fun to paint. Come back in, get some nice copper color. Really not doing a great job of painting in the lines today, though. Some days I have more focus than others, I guess. All good. That's why I've got my handy dandy toothpick. Help me touch up some of these mistakes. Make sure I'm not messing up the nice blue armor panels here. All right. We're doing the same kind of thing, but with the dark silver parts that are on top of the carapace. Playing right now? Sounds good. No worries. Got some nice chains and such. These parts definitely help they help the freehand and the airbrushing like stand out a little bit, which is really nice. Like filling in this this copper fan piece. Helps emphasize the hazard stripe pattern. Same thing on the other side. This one's a little bit different. Why is it different? Who's to say? Just wanted to be. Now I can start coming in with the gold. What do I think about Star Wars? I love Star Wars. I always watched the movies as a kid. Star Wars: The Clone Wars TV show Goated? Recently, I played the Star Wars Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Banger games. Let's see what else. I mean, I have some models from Legion and Shatterpoint too. Yep, that's what I say. Nice. Yeah, it's I love the Star Wars universe. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just goated. Not quite sure what I'm gonna have this symbol be, like with the symbol here in the middle. Color I'm gonna have that be. I don't think it's gonna be gold though. Probably, if I had to guess, probably silver. Let's see here. I'm also trying to get a lot of... That's what I was afraid of. Trying to use a bit of a bigger brush to get this trim done a little bit faster, but I'll have to switch to a smaller brush here at some point. Painting a lot of gold today. Hey, what's up, Nurgle Heresy? How's it going? Now that's what I call heresy, and I'm 100% here for it. Oh no! Heresy has arrived in chat. Yo, what's going on? Yeah, you like that, you like the Chaos Star on top? First time catching a stream of yours? Well, thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. Sorry if maybe I was a little late. I got a bit of tunnel vision painting Chaos Dream Heretic. Yeah, evil, you better defend chat. It's gonna be taken over by heretics. The star is what brought me in. Nice, nice. It's good to hear. Yeah, I'm working on it's you know, not exactly original. It's the Chaos Star that's it's on the box art Rampager. But it's a banger, you know? Like, you're like, it's like, yeah, you know, maybe it's not my own idea, but whoever came up with that idea, 10 out of 10. and I'm gonna slap it on my knight for sure. Get my trusty toothpick here to clean up some of these edges. Because I spent a lot of time on those carapace armor plates. Can't be messing them up with gold while painting the trim. Are you a borrowed ideas are never bad? For the Emperor and Sanguinius? Yo. Yeah, borrowed ideas, not bad at all. I am in that same boat. But obviously, you are a fan of Nurgle. But what kind of armies you got? Collecting anything cool? Got anything fun on your workbench right now that you're building up or painting up? While I paint gold armor trim till the end of time. See here, grab a bit of a cleaner brush here for some of these closer transitions. We lock in real quick here to grab these small edges. Nice. Our shin. Our singular shin that we painted is looking good. You love to see it. Pretty soon, I think I'll be good to put on the, our thigh plates are looking good, at least for the base coat. Eventually, they'll all get painted up like this. So, you've got like the base gold metallic. You highlight up using like a, oops. Highlight up using, it's like surely you want to focus on the knight, lol. All right, there we go. Like, bro, focus. So the gold here, we have our like base gold color, a little bit of silver on top, and then some darker browns and blacks in the recesses, is what the gold will look like eventually. For now, we're just slapping paint on. Hey, what's up, Dark Mage? How's it going? Did somebody say heresy? Yo. Yeah, we're heretics today. Not painting anything now, sadly. Haven't painted anything since August. Oh, that's too bad. But Nurgle, you got like Death Guard, you got like demons. I'm late, but I'm here. Summoned by heresy. Yeah, how's it going, Dark Mage? You doing good? Please, Dark Mage, don't do this to me. AOS demons, 40k orcs, and I do love to do and I'd love to do a Nurgle. That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like Nurgle corrupted Chaos Knights that people have done that are all really cool. Specifically, something that I've seen is like using plague drone bodies for like your armigers. That looks really cool. Something I've seen a lot that I think would be fairly easy to do, maybe? Question mark? It doesn't look too kit bash intensive, but I don't know, maybe the people that just did it were really good at kit bashing. I've also seen cause like the other Chaos Corrupted Knights, or like the Nurgle Corrupted Knights, sorry, it's like a lot of sculpting and stuff that seems fairly difficult to do. Like it's a very intensive sculpting project. But the plague drone, and maybe I'm not using the right word. Plague drone, because I don't know Nurgle. Hold on a sec. No. I lied. Don't listen to me. What are they called? Sorry, the Blight Haulers. Yes, Blight, yeah. Hold on a sec. Someone's buzzing me. Alright, sorry about that. someone was at my door and very insistent that I answer it. But yeah, the blight haulers or the fetid bloat drone are the ones I've seen kit bashed. Currently 3D sculpting. Hey, look at that! That's really awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. I am also starting to get into 3D sculpting a little bit because I'm not the biggest fan of like hand sculpting. I'm not good at it. And I think 3D sculpting will be a little bit more accessible for me. But I recently got my hands on the, and I'll pull it out because this is my new favorite model. The Forge World Chaos Corrupted Knight. I got my hands on it at Adepticon this year, and the only issue with that kit is that it doesn't come with all the knight weapons. So I need to sculpt myself up some chaos corrupted weapons for that bad boy. And say, I am inevitable. Yo, that's such a sexy night piece. It is. And I was so excited when I saw when I found it. I was like, this thing has been out of print for a little bit. Like I didn't think I'd be able to get my hands on it. I snatched it up. There are lots online if you're happy with printing. Yeah, I found some online, and I was like, you know what? Like, it didn't fit exactly. Maybe I just need to look harder. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and sculpt my own and see if I can print those out. Or sorry, 3D model my own and see if I can print those out. I don't really have a problem with printing things. I would like it to be my own 3D sculpt though, if I'm gonna print it, you know? Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I just live right next door to the Warhammer Holy Land. Yo! I'm jealous. Here in America, I don't have access to a lot of the good Warhammer kits. They just don't ship them over here. If you can bring it into Blender and rework a lot of it to make it more your own, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I just started learning how to use Blender a few weeks ago, so I'm still pretty new to it, but that definitely sounds a lot easier than starting from scratch Yeah. Ooh. I've also seen a lot of people like bring pictures and stuff into Blender. So at some point I might take pictures of armor panels and stuff and bring those into Blender to start working off of, just so that I have like references on hand of what the of that like Chaos Corrupted aesthetic that they used, just to make sure that what I'm sculpting is fits the aesthetic essentially. But I'm super excited about that. I'm also trying to sculpt up like basing parts and stuff for my knights. So I got a few projects that I'm trying to figure out how to do in Blender. But I'm excited about it. Blender looks like a lot of fun. And I think it'll be really satisfying to print out some of my own sculpts and such. I love it. It's very rewarding. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to print out something that I've sculpted. It's gonna be like Christmas, but better. But yeah, hopefully this sculpting the Chaos Corrupted armor panels will go well, because I'm also planning on getting like the Cerastus class knights, the tall ones. And they don't have those. They don't have like Chaos Corrupted knights like that. So if I get one of those, I'll have to corrupt all the armor panels myself. That, or wait for them to do it, but I'm not that patient, I don't think. Hopefully I used the right word. Today I found out that I just say models and I don't even... Yeah, Cerastus. Yeah, there we go. The Cerastus class knights. Why corrupted? Yeah, the fate with the army. I actually think... And Evil, you might want to close your ears here, but I much prefer the Chaos Knights to the Imperial ones. I kind of just think that the Imperial Knights are kind of boring. Because corruption is the best. Hydrate, thank you, Dark Mage. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, Dark Mage. I've been I've been cooking up some new point rewards. So stay tuned for next week. I'll have more things for you to spend your points on than to just tell me to hydrate. Death to the false emperor. I should have closed my ears. Oh no. I'm sorry. Except I'm not. I stick by my decision to collect this army. These guys are some bangers. All right. I think I'm gonna put this guy to the side for now, a little bit. Get these shoulder pads going. Gotta make sure I keep working on getting things actually attached to the model. 6K locked and loaded. Bet. That's actually good to know. Cause Twitch is like, how much do you want these like rewards to cost? And I'm like, bro, I don't know. I don't even know how many points I'm handing out. I'd have more, but I have to make sure well hydrated. Hey, I appreciate that. Bro's looking out for my health. I have a little bit more airbrushing to do here. Mostly just applying a quick highlight to the point on the star for both of these shoulder pads. I've been thinking, why is someone named Evil so against heresy? That's a good question. Evil, you got some explaining to do. It's 2025 and people still aren't hydrated. Yeah, I drink a lot of water. Like I got one of those big 32-ounce water bottles. I go through like 3 or so of those a day, like a minimum. But while I'm hobbying or like gaming and stuff, it's very easy to forget. Yeah, it's a lot of people don't like drinking water, and I don't understand that. Personally, I think water is the tastiest thing I've ever had. You have to believe that the Emperor protects, that you're always healthy. You know? You're not wrong. Just think, if Horus was hydrated, he would have been in a better position to fend off chaos. Yeah? Apart from the 10,000 sacrifices every day. Uh-oh. No, shh. Nurgle, you're not supposed to talk about them. It's okay. Shh. So I'm also a big Star Wars fan. Totally evil there as a separatist. Got it. Evil shapeshifts and go, I am Alfarius. Yo. He was chaos all along. That's the plot twist I'm waiting for. Oh, wait? It's canon? One of these days, Evil's gonna come in here and be like, yeah, you know my Blood Angels army? It's actually secretly been an Alpha Legion army all along. Acceptable casualties, yeah, exactly. Blood Angels forever. Alright, next week, Evil, I'll ask you if you're, if you've started Alpha Legion yet. They weren't forced, they wanted to be sacrificed. There we go. Get the propaganda machine rolling. That episode of Tides on Warhammer TV was so tragic. Like it was like, I think it was episode 3 of Tides, where they went to collect the munitions. That was crazy. I don't know how many of you have seen that or even have Warhammer Plus, but yes, the Sister of Silence was the best character. Yeah, from that was the second episode. That one was also pretty tragic, but you didn't see it as much. Because they were just like, yes, we will execute Exterminatus, and then it kind of ended. But the third episode where they went and collected the munitions from the guard, that was pretty tragic. Has not gifted me that just yet. Darn. It's a good one. I have to say, yeah, I like a lot of the Warhammer Plus content. It's got the battle reports are cool. The painting master classes are cool. The animated shows are cool. Everything is Alpha Legion if you want it to be. I have not seen the new Ultramarines versus Tyranids battle report. Was it good? Every vehicle is an Orc vehicle. Just happens to be true logic. Yeah, that's not wrong. Okay, I get it. Iron Within is my favorite animation. I have not seen Iron Within yet. Yeah, so you have like 2,000 points of Blood Angels. Although you just got some new ones, right? What's the new total up to? So what you're saying is you already have 2K of Alpha Legion? That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. I do like the Horus Heresy models that they've been coming out with have been really nice. I wish they did more Legion specific stuff in plastic, but you know, you can't win them all. It's nice that they got the base Marines in in plastic. That was good. And like the Cerastus Knights, that was good that they got that into plastic. Dante died thousands of years ago. No. Laughs in Nurgle. Oh no. It is in the eye of the Watcher. It's a butt muncher? Oh no! Oh no! Even among the heretics, there's beef. You know, Dark Mage, I didn't what's your favorite Chaos Legion? Is it I know you're collecting Emperor's Children right now, but is that your favorite? That can't be true. He talks to Sanguinius. He has to get his food one way or another. Oh no. I mean, you're not wrong. All right. get some quick highlights here. Heresy. We'll have to find Evil some loyalist reinforcements in chat. He needs help. Probably my favorite Heretic Primarch Iron Warriors is probably my favorite Legion though. Cool. Emperor Simp talk to me. Yo. In the loyalist ways as I love Eldar. Yeah, just like Gilliman. Yeah, Eldar's cool. I like Eldar. As I said last time, by the time 50k rolls around, yo. Shits and giggles, but that is the Nurgle way. Yo. I'll have enough kids to fill up holes for more, yo. Light has been applied. Now we must tint it. I will probably abandon all chaos the minute Dark Eldar gets a refresh. Yeah, I think... I mean, they should get something soon. Because it's been a long time for Dark Eldar. And they have a lot of, like, fine cast models that Games Workshop has. I mean, they're on the trend of like just trying to get rid of their fine cast models. So soon, maybe, for Dark Eldar. and not saying blood for the blood god. They better get a Dark Angels type. Yeah, for real. Although, as long as it, I think it'll be fine as long as they get a refresh that's like, that's not like a single model. You know how a lot of times they'll just like, they're just like, hey, here's a single hero, have fun, and you're like, what about the rest of the models? They did that to Grey Knights, where they were like, yep, your Dread Knight, here you go, here's a new one. The rest of the range, nah. Because blood for the blood god, that's just pure evil. Yo. Yo. Disease and pestilence? Nah. That's okay. Blood for the blood god? Nah, that's just evil. There's something so savage about tabling someone turn 2 with World Eaters. Yeah. I have to say Angron is weak. Got stepped on by a Titan. Yeah. They're gifts. Not a chaotic murder. Exactly. I mean, yeah, when you look at it like that, I mean, checks out. I know they like to do like one-on-one matchups whenever they release a new Primarch. I didn't see the stats for Fulgrim though. What the, like, how did Fulgrim compare to the other Primarchs? Statistically. Death Shroud Terminators say, we might be evil, but we're not savages like that Karn fella. Yo. Bags. Hey. We might not be good guys, but like, whoa, we're not like that. Make him one head shorter? Yikes. Did it? I didn't know that. That's a cool bit of lore right there. I don't know how Fulgrim compares, but I know people are saying he's not really worth the points. Oh, that's too bad. Still buying him though? I mean, for sure. Regardless, it's a banger model. I mean, points can say, like, not worth the points is like, is whatever, because points change all the time, so it's like, it's definitely not a reason to avoid buying him, you know? I made a list with him, Lucius, 2 Mauler Fiends, and a Helldrake. Nice. But that's some serious fun. That sounds like a banger list. Is it good? No. Is it fun? Definitely. Nine flawless blades. Nice. For some extra stabbing potential. Of course, of course. That's 2,000 points on the top. You know, looking like a Knights list out here with like 10 models on the board. Although I say that, but I decided to take 40 cultists in my Knight army, so, you know. My Knight army went from an elite army to a horde army, like, real quick. Could drop Noise Marines and get 3 more flawless blades. I mean, could. Just to keep it on theme, have that theme of endless stabbing potential. Oh my god. Oh, this sticky tack is crazy. Alright, I mean, it's just gonna stay there, I guess. That's fine. I didn't want to get it off anyways. Sticky by name, sticky by nature? Yeah, I mean, I can't be mad. It works, it's sticky as advertised. The real question is, why am I even using glue? Should just use sticky tack, honestly. It's gonna be that sticky. But then it wouldn't be 2,000 points. And everyone knows you're cool when you get Yeah, a list that's 200 points, 2,000 points on the dot. It does give you extra cool points for sure. All right, now we're cooking. Look at that. It's all coming together. I made a Space Marine sticking parts together with only green stuff. Gone wrong. Not clickbait. Hey, yo. That's a... See? I'm gonna use that for my next stream title. For sure. Yeah, this is looking nice. I still have an ungodly amount of trim to do, but it's starting to look nice. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Hold on a sec. Control Z. Control Z. I didn't mean it. I can't really put the arms in with the shoulder pads on. So we're gonna have to... Let's see here. Do I just commit to leaving the arms on? I am getting pretty close to being done. Maybe I'll leave the shoulder pads off for now. If it means I can't take the arms on and off. It looks great for Heresy. That's one of the titles you find on Crunchyroll. It really is. Crunchyroll has some wild titles. Stuck in Another World as a vending machine. Yeah, exactly. That's my Crunchyroll title. I'm pretty sure that's an actual show, not gonna lie. All right. I will, however, come in here and start getting some more of these, because I have these, the night looks amazing, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. This thing has been taking me a while, mostly because I haven't had a lot of time recently to work on it off stream. But hey, Dark Mage, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. My goat. Yeah. Anyway, I am. Yeah, I have all these little bits that go on the carapace that I left off. So I gotta start attaching those. The only prescription is more Heresy. Living ad-free now. Let's go. Let's go. I am, I was telling Evil this earlier, but I'm trying to look into some ways to reduce the number of ads on my channel. But Twitch is very, very insistent that I am required to run a certain number of ads, which is quite tragic. But I think I can, I think I can like front load it, like run 5 or so minutes of ads like at the very start of my stream, and then have no ads for the rest of the stream. So just like load up my stream 5 minutes early, play a bunch of ads, and then by the time my normal streaming, you know, segment comes around, there's just no ads playing. That's my goal. Nice. I personally like to interrupt amazing streams with ads because I'm a man. Yo. What do you do with all that manhood? So cool. Oh no. Y'all are too funny. I got a few more spaces. I think just spikes go there though. Cause I have time to get out the sticky tack. Remove the excess and sell it on the black market. Yo. I think I've bought it before. Good stuff. Yo. The only thing is I have to make sure they connect. I'll just do it one at a time here. But since I'm not putting on the shoulder pads right away, just gonna do this. Have to be a little bit more careful how I line these up. As a follower of Nurgle, I hope you enjoy tetanus and stuff. Yo. Yeah, it makes you more of a man, you know? A first symbol? Nice. A true Twitch refugee. Tetanus. It's actually my favorite flavor. That's pretty good. I might have to rip them off at some point. But we'll see. Honestly, these vultures are some of my favorite parts about these Chaos Knight kits. They just they're just so cool. They're like, yo, what if we just put a bunch of vultures on the top of this knight? Like, yo, I'm down. That's incredible. Luckily, I'm not a corn guy. That'd be some roid rage cocktail. Yeah. I don't know the names of any steroids. Yeah. I don't really know any either. That's a cool bird kit, yeah. Yeah, I really like these birds. I will be sad. The thing is, I need some of these birds for like, you know, the Forge World Resin Corrupted Knight and the Cerastus Knight that I'm planning on getting. But I also want to use all the birds on these kits. So like, I'm in a bit of a predicament where I don't have enough birds. It's pretty tragic. Someone would like to donate birds to the cause. I'd appreciate it. I'm just kidding. I can probably find like someone selling bits, like Chaos Knight bits on eBay. Buy a bunch of birds for like I don't know, $10 or something. eBay sculpt some? See? I could, for sure. I feel like that'd be very difficult though. I realized I didn't even clip out enough pieces for the top carapace. So we're gonna have to do a bit of clipping here. I could sculpt some. I'm not super confident in my sculpting abilities yet, so I might. It depends on if I can find some on eBay. I bet your eBay search bar is gonna be filled with Chaos birds. It probably will be. Oh, here's a bird I didn't use. So I got one extra bird. Not enough. Not enough. How many spots do I have? I have 3 extra spots. Or am I really gonna have to get another sprue? Should've just brought the box over here. That's what I should have done. Some guys, 35 pounds for birds? Bro, with a $12 delivery fee? No. Alright, sculpting it is. Just kidding. eBay not an option. Guy needs an intervention. Yeah, this happened before because I was trying to find more Chaos Knight transfers, because I was like, because I wanted a specific transfer that I had already used on another model, and it was like 40-50 bucks for like the transfer sheet that comes in the Chaos Knight kit, and I was like, bro, for real? For stickers, bro? That was when I started really getting into freehand, because I was like, not gonna get. I was like, I can't rely on transfers as much as I currently am. Just like buying really expensive bits has done for sculpting. It pushed me, motivated me to get better at 3D modeling. Well, last time I was disgusted at eBay was when I wanted. The guy was selling it for like $400. Oh no! Yeah, there are some pretty absurd prices on eBay, which, like, fair, you know. Shoot your shot, I guess. But also, like, be for real, right? I gotta go now, sadly. I've had a... Nice! I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by. If you wanna... my streaming schedule is up on Twitch. I try and stick to that as close as possible. But recently I've had a lot of... I've had a lot of work. Like, in my real job. So, oh yeah, if you're interested in joining the Discord, !Discord, should give you the link. Got a lot of people posting like hobby stuff in there, chatting about Warhammer even off stream, but But yeah, hopefully I'll see you again soon, and thanks for dropping by, Nurgle. I appreciate it. There you go. There's the link. Uh-oh. Bro, this spike is so fat it doesn't fit in the hole. Bro. This one? There you go. Lots of me pestering the painting sloth. Yeah. Hey, it's not pestering. I'm glad I can help. There's a lot of, yeah, the hobby is, there's a lot of hobby knowledge that is like folklore, you know, passed down within passed down from generation to generation that like just doesn't get shared with the wider community. So it can be hard to learn some of the hobby secrets that exist. I'm just happy to share what knowledge I do have. Because it took me a long time to collect all this hobby knowledge. Join that Discord with my 3D sculpting. Interstellar sculpts. Take care, everyone. Yeah, have a nice day, Nurgle. I am also probably gonna end here pretty soon. Yeah, happy Easter, everyone. I did forget that that reminds me, I will not be streaming tomorrow, because it is Easter. I am obligated to spend time with my family. So I will not be streaming. But next week I should be streaming Saturday and Sunday. It's actually getting kind of awkward. Obligated is crazy. Yeah. I didn't mean to make it sound like that, but I would have liked to be able to stream tomorrow. Cause I mean, for me, like in my time zone, it's noon to 2. And I'm like, surely nothing's happening from noon to 2, right? Like, I don't think anyone's even gonna be there. But they're like, no, you gotta be here early. Whatever. All good. Missing one day of streaming, not a huge deal. I'm making I'm making it a bigger deal than it should be. Or than it actually is. I'm getting to the point now, though, where it's hard to put my night down. Yeah. That's actually part of the reason that I'm streaming during this time slot, is to help, like, you know, reach people from other countries. Because time zones be crazy like that. And for me, on a random Saturday, I got no problems streaming just in the middle of the day. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I had a lot of fun today. It's 10 at my country. Yeah. I had, cause like 7 to 9, like my Thursday, Friday streams, I had one guy who was also from Germany actually. He would hop on my Thursday stream and be like, yo, it's 3 a.m. here. And I'm like, bro, go to bed. I started watching you when you did, yeah, the stream started at 1 a.m. Yeah, it'd be like that. Yeah, later, Dark Mage. Yeah, I had a lot of fun today, so hopefully I will see you again soon. Again, not streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming again next week, so hopefully I will see you all then. Till then, have a great rest of your day. Bye!